Right, so I'm currently here at the offices of the All People's Congress, and I'm sitting right here with the founder of the party, Hassan Ayariga, and we are going to have a conversation. The party is just getting ready to go into Congress, and would want to know how they've been faring all this while. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Citi Newsroom. Have you registered?
Yes, I registered it in Boku. I'm sure your media outlet carried the story. So I'm a voter now.
So your general impression of the whole registration process?
Really, I think that even though we saw some few violence in some police stations and constituencies, for me, I'm more concerned about the credibility of the voter register. I believe that the current voter register is more credible than the one we are compiling. One will ask why. As a Ghanaian living in Ghana and abroad, I know many people who have Ghana passport and they are not Ghanaians. Mm-hmm. So where is the credibility? I know people who have gone for the NIE card who are also not Ghanaians. That's number two. Number three, to vouch for someone, mm-hmm. you don't need legal basis or legal documents to vouch. Mm-hmm. So anybody can just walk in with a minor, two people, and say he's 18, and you cannot tell him because there are no legal backing or documents for vouching. And I have seen it in many constituencies where foreigners were being vouched for. I have seen it in my community where people who were less than 18 and who look like 18 were being vouched for.
And what did you do about that?
And we try to challenge it. You challenge, they take the form, but they still go ahead, register the person, and keep the person's ID card.
The Congress that is ahead for all APC, everything is set for it?
Everything is set for it. The delay was coming from the EC.
Okay. How has it been like? Do you currently have executives, regional executives, and then you're looking at electing new ones into office?
We have if we don't have executives, how do you then conduct an elections? We had acting executives and we had the old executive. And we decided that all members of the party should be acting. So that gives the opportunity for everybody to campaign on a neutral platform. Now, the next one is the regional elections for 16 regions, which is already a done deal for 15th of August.
Okay. So do you have offices in all the regions?
We have offices in all the regions. We have offices in most constituencies. Okay. In the last election, we had 275 offices in every constituency.
So the last presidential election, that's 2016, APC did not make it onto the ballot paper. How was that for you?
When we were disqualified, those who were not happy with the disqualification decided not to vote. And that is why you saw the difference of 1 million votes.
So you don't think that your not making it to the ballot paper rather affected probably the chances of the PNC, that is a party you broke away? Why would it affect NDC and NPP? After
I left the PNC, I didn't see the PNC being active in any part. The PNC became very, very dormant.
You know, talking about the PNC not being, or the PNC being dormant after you left, APC hasn't been vibrant either after 2016. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, that's not true. Okay. APC has been you came to the office, you know how busy we are. Well, we're very busy, but we're not talking.
So how are you helping with democracy in Ghana if you are not talking?
Look, in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, the APC was more vibrant and on government tool, did more press conferences in this country even than the NDC.
Really?
Yes.
So what are some of the issues that you spoke on?
Hassan Ayariga was the first person who came out to ask government to lock down. Okay. And I did a press conference and locked down Ghana. 2 days later, President Nana locked down Ghana. In COVID-19, I asked the president to what do you call it? I appealed to the government to block and stop flights from coming into Ghana, to close down the borders.
So 2020, And COVID-19, how are you reaching the electorate? How are you sending your message across? In fact, what is your message for 2020?
Whether you are in Boku, Bolga, or Tamale, government should be able to have food security. This country, we should be able to have food security. For instance, security for all. Whether you are in Boku or Bolga, we need security for every Ghanaian. Every Ghanaian must believe that his life is secured. Under the APC government, he will have a stable economy, we will have security, not attacking ordinary people for no reasons. Everybody is secured. You won't go out and be scared that your child will be kidnapped and all that. These are messages that... Then you talk about rules. Yeah. All right? We need rules. We need to link together. Our trucks and taxis are every day goes to the mechanic because of bad rules. Yeah. Okay? So these are... Then we'll talk about support for the ordinary Ghanaian, maybe for the Uber drivers. We have a policy to give Uber drivers loan facility to buy their own Ubers instead of driving for their landlords, so that they can pay when by installment. In our constitution, we should have free education, and the MPP government implemented the free senior high school. It's one step ahead. Yeah. So the next government, either APC or whichever government, should continue with free tertiary institution, because if we started with free education for the senior high school and we stop there, it's going to be disaster. If they don't get disastrous, if they don't get tertiary education to continue, because you get free, you come to the tertiary, you don't have the money to pay, you go back home and sit down. It's the same thing.
Right, so if you are given the nod 2020 to become president, would free tertiary education be something that you would consider?
Yes, it's in our manifesto.
The NPP government, the Akufo-Addo administration and all, if you are to score them on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you give them? So education?
Education, they are doing, it's okay. It's not bad. Maybe a 6.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe a 6.
Infrastructure?
That one, maybe a 4.
Okay. Health?
Health, I will say that so far, so good. Because of COVID-19, I'll give them a 7.
Okay. Security?
I'll give them 2.
Why?
The security system in Ghana is bad. And I would probably like the president to stand on his feet on security. Right. And then, because there are many people out there who are actually using the name of the MPP and the president to vandalize people's property, to misbehave, and to say all sort of. The mere fact that your party is in power should not give you the audacity to misbehave. It should rather give you the opportunity to behave well, so that it will send a signal that your government is doing well.